But Mike, it is now time for my surprise segment. So let me tell you.
The last time I was surprised by somebody on video, MJF, tried to tear into my whole family. So, I'm a little nervous about this now.
No, don't be. I think you'll love it, actually. So, Mike, we kind of bonded. We kind of bonded over the fact that we're similar in our potato chip, chocolate chip, potato chip, chocolate bar taste, and it caused somewhat of a controversy that even got me banned. I was banned by Bryan Alvarez for a couple of days until I was back on Wednesday. So this special segment is dedicated to Bryan Alvarez. And what we're going to do is we are going to pick which potato chips, which chocolate bars are better. So here we go, Mike. Let's do this. Chat, get involved in this. Mike, question number 1. Which is better, Doritos Cool Ranch or Doritos Nacho Cheese?
I got to be honest here, because both are fine. Both are fine. I can handle either one of them. I'm actually going to go with Cool Ranch here.
Ooh.
I'm actually going to go with Cool Ranch here because to me, I can OD more on the Cool Ranch than I can on the regular ones. The regular ones, after a while, you just, I don't know, you get that corn thing going. And it's just like you feel it come out of your pores. You know you're stinking like corn. And it's just, I don't know. It's something about them, the dust. Maybe it's an aesthetic thing. Maybe it's just I don't know what. But to me, you can tear into the Cool Ranch more. And I like Cheez-Its. That's a big one for me. So it's like Doritos, Cheez-Its, Cheetos, Cheez-Its. To me, the cheese is always going to be for Cheez-Its. So I'm going to go with Cool Ranch Doritos.
I got to go the other way. I'm going with nacho cheese Doritos. Those are supreme. But here we go. Question number 2. Which is better? Is it Funyuns or Cheeto Puffs? Which one is for you?
Man, see, I'm not, and that's a tough one. I think, now if it was regular Cheetos, I'd go with regular Cheetos. But it's the Puffs. I'm not big on the air stuff. I'm not big on the cheese balls and whatnot. I just, it's something about I don't know what it is, the air stuff. I tried the Ritz ones. I tried the Cheez-It ones. I never liked Bugles. I just think it's something about that puff crunch thing, and you bite into it, the puff, you're getting that flavor puff in your mouth. I don't know. To me, I'm going to go with Funyuns on that one. I know they're a little bit puffy as well, too, to make your breath stink, just smell like feet, but it makes it, sometimes I can't afford to go to Outback for the Bloomin' Onion. So sometimes, when you're broke like that, like Mitch Hedberg said, throw some Funyuns on the grill and there you go.
Oh man, we're total opposite on this. I'm going with the Puffs, man. There is nothing better than that cheesy taste. I gotta go with the Cheeto Puffs. But we're opposite so far. Wow.
I can't believe that. That's actually shocking.
Yeah, I thought
especially you with the Cool Ranch. I figured that would be right up your alley with the ranch stuff.
Right? You would think so, but no. Here we go. Question number 3. Which is better? Is it Takis or is it the Hot Cheetos fries, Chester's fries? Which is it, Mike?
See, I'm so old, I remember the Andy Caps. They still got the Andy Cap fries out there? Usually those are like the dollar store ones. So those Chester stole those. Damn you, Frito company. But I got to go with Takis on that one. You got to go with the Fuego Takis. They're painful. They hurt. You get the lime thing. It's like you're sweating. You feel bad afterwards. My whole gets to be a little, hurts when them Takis be coming back out there. But if you have them in moderation, I got to be. My son did this to me too because I was a big hot fry person. But if I had to have one or the other, I think I've finally officially moved over to Takis.
I can't. I have to defend the Cheeto fries. They are number one. They make my stomach hurt all the time, but it's worth it. It's worth it, Mike. They're so good.
See,
I love those.
I always like the hot fries. The Indy Cap ones, I always remember those, and that's why I like them. And I tried the Chester, and they're fine. It's better quality, in fact, because Cheetos is doing it. But it's just. It's something about those Takis, and it's one of those things, too, where it's like, it's a bad idea. Especially when it's like you got a Red Bull or something.
That's the thing.
I mean, you should have like gallons of water around you and like somebody like feeding you. Like, you sure you want one more? We got to check you on this. Let me check your digestive tract because it's going to burn it all away. But it's just, I know if you don't OD on them, I'm going with Takis.
See, that's the thing. I can't eat, like, after 5 Takis, I can't do any more. But the Cheeto fries, I can do the entire bag, and that's the issue. I can't, like, I could do the whole thing, but so we're just not on the same page here. Like, wow. Here we go. Next one, final on the potato chips, and then we're going to move into the chocolate bars. But here we go. Which is better? Is it the Cheetos Flaming Hots, or is it the Fritos Flaming Hot? Either way, they're hot, but which one's hotter?
Fritos Flamin' Hot. And I've had the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and I can already tell by your face we're going to disagree on this one again. And here's why. But here's why, though, is because, like, it's one of those corn snacks that, again, boy, you eat, it's a bag of Fritos and you go run around outside for a little bit, and it's like you're playing basketball, and it's like you can feel, and smell those Fritos coming back out. But that's why, as a special occasion, it's good to have the Fritos. You make the chili. You throw the barbecue Fritos on top, or the extra hot, you throw those on top. I'm actually going to go with Fritos here, but there's no wrong answer here, because the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, again, they're Flamin' Hot Cheetos. It's like I was saying before. You can keep the puffs, but it's like there is a good heat to crunch to flavor ratio in the Cheeto, whereas Taki is like, it's going to smack you upside the head. At least, with the Cheetos, you're getting a little bit of flavor there, and it's going to creep up on you. If you got a little cut, it's like getting, lemon in it or something like that. It's going to burn you if you got a little, like, crack on the side of you. So if you have chapped lips, put some Burt's Bees on it or something first before you have them, because it's going to expose everything.
All right. So I will say this. There are times.
These are words from a fat man. Believe this, by the way.
There are times where I have chosen Flamin' Hot Fritos over those Hot Cheetos. But I feel like Hot Cheetos, I can't go against them. They have made me very, very happy very many times. So I have to stay loyal to them, So I'm going to go with the Hot Cheetos here. This is very controversial.
I'm shocked by this.
Here we go. Let's move on to the chocolate bars. We are done with the potato chips. So we did not agree on the potato chips.
The serendipity, I can feel it. It's all going to be coming back. Everything is going to be worked out. It's going to be all perfect now here. I know chocolate, we're going to be on the same page.
This was supposed to be a rib on Bryan, and now it ended up backfiring.
Really, when it comes to Bryan, whatever we say, it's going to be, he is the most, there's all these things that I would say, but all of your followers, I don't want you to lose any or have anything controversial about it. Let's just say Bryan's got vanilla taste. Look how quick I like plain Lay's potato chips. I bet you do, you big vanilla something. Yes.
Here we go. Chocolate bars. Which is better, Snickers or Kit Kat?
Hold on here.
Ooh, what's going to happen?
Do I have some?
I'm very excited.
Did somebody steal it?
In the meantime, I'll read this super chat from Evan Wright, who says, please do a segment like this once a month. I am very happy you are enjoying this segment. It makes me very happy. Thank you, Evan.
There it is. You always got to have one on standby. You always got to have some, especially when you got a family. Like, you don't have to have like the whole lockdown or anything, but there are some things that you need to hide away because they're going to go away. Snickers is the way to go. I understand people like Kit Kats and wafers and all that sort of thing, but when I'm in the mood for chocolate, no, I got to go full out. Kit Kat's nice to get in the basket. You don't throw it away at Halloween or anything like that. Like Good and Plenty's, you might have dental problems. Kit Kats, you're going to keep those, but are you really happy about them? No, you got to be happier with Snickers, don't you?
I 100% agree with you, Mike. Team
Finally,
because I am known to hate Kit Kat. I think Kit Kat sucks. So here's the controversy. This is the hot take. I hate Kit Kats. They're awful. And I'm all about Team Snickers here.
Damn right. Waste the chocolate there when it comes to Kit Kat. If you like your wafers, that's fine. But like, go to the dollar store, get the rainbow pack of the vanilla strawberry, and those are better. You dip them in your own chocolate. Just no Kit Kat. Plus, they steal chocolate from you with the imprint. I forget who made that joke, but it's true. I don't want to steal any chocolate from me. I know what I'm buying. You didn't have to put Kit Kat on. I'm about to eat it. Stop that.
Here we go. Next one. Which is better? Twix or Three Musketeers?
That's a toughie.
Ooh, it's a toughie. Yeah. Which one is it for you, Mike?
Because I love Three Musketeers bars. They're light, they're fluffy, they're nice. They make you not feel as bad as when you rip into like the big Reeses. What's the one, the Nutrageous or whatever? It's like, man, you're eating something. Snickers, it's like, you're eating a whole meal in one of those things. With Three Musketeers, you can feel a little bit better about it. But I love caramel. Oh, man, and I love Twix. It's one of those things. This is a coin flip for me. Ooh, I guess if I had to have
Sophie's choice right here.
Now, I've already got a Snickers, though, so I am getting some caramel, and I never know. There could be Milky Way on this somewhere. So, because I'm already getting a little bit of caramel in with the Snickers, I'm going to forego the Twix, even though they're great, and I'm going with Three Musketeers.
Okay, so before I give my answer, Eddie Kate says, this is literally so amazing. Thank you so much, Eddie. I really appreciate that. And you know what, Mike? We might not agree on potato chips, but we are damn on the same page here with chocolate bars because I got to go with Three Musketeers too. Twix sometimes surprises me, and I take a bite, and I'm like, oh, it's not that good today. It depends on the package. I never feel that way with Musketeers. I bite, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, like that's perfect for me.
Notice that, like, too, sometimes you rip open, like Reese's and Twix are bad with this, where you open it up, and it's like you see that white film off, and it's like, man, that thing's been there for a minute.
Yeah,
like, you don't see. To me, I never see that with Three Musketeers, which means it's always in good rotation. So that should tell you something right there too. So yes, Three Musketeers.
I agree. Last one, everybody. Which is better? Is it Hershey's milk chocolate or Reese's Pieces Buttercups? Which is the best?
See, Hershey's is, I like to cook too because I'm big like that. So you bake, you get the big Hershey bar, you get the Ghirardelli's bars. I mean, those Hershey milk chocolate bars, they are good, but they usually also cost just about as much as any of these other candy bars. And the classics are nice and everything, a black jelly bean once in a while, a cup of hot chocolate, a Hershey's bar. Oh, it's like a Hershey's Kiss. Great. Come on. Reese's peanut butter cups, if they're fresh, even if they're not fresh and they got that little bit of white film on it, there's nothing like that, especially when you get the big one. I don't know if they make them all year round now, but when you get that big fat Easter one or the big heavy ass one. I don't know if you've ever been to Hershey Park too, if anybody's ever had a chance to do that. I remember they had this big confection thing, and it was, they had these big, I think they were the ones who make Reese's cups. If not, they had some of these cool ass, big ass Reese's cups that were incredible, and they were fresh and they were awesome. So I got to go with Reese's cups on this one. You get your peanut butter in there. It's those two things that go perfectly with each other. And to me, it's, if grandma's coming over, okay, we'll have the Hershey's bars out. That's nice. Maybe Hershey's with almonds. Aw, that's good. But come on, if you're really in the mood, you're really trying to munch on something, to me, you got to go with the Reese's cups.
All right. Look, I didn't know my answer heading into this one, but the way you described those Reese's Pieces Buttercups, it reminded me of my good memories with them. And this is the thing. I love frozen Reese's Pieces Buttercups, putting them in the refrigerator and getting them really cold. So when I bite it, the edge, the part without the peanut butter is really, really hard and crunch, not crunchy, but I like how it feels. So I'm going to go with the Reese's Pieces Buttercups as well, because you convinced me. Although if it was Hershey's with almonds, I'm not too sure what my option would have been here.
That's fair. That's fair because the Hershey's with almonds, you get a little bit more with it, and at least you got the peanut balance there. But yeah, I didn't mean to take you away from Hershey's there. It's just, I don't know, those peanut butter cups. Again, these are just two things that are perfect together. Although I'm an apologist for peanut butter. So what can I say?
By the way, we blew up the chat here with all of these chocolate, potato chips conversations. I made a couple of people mad. You made a couple of people mad. We made some people mad here, but that's what it is here.
Exactly. Good. Get fired up. It's the weekend. You should be fired up, damn it.
Exactly. All right, dude. That is pretty much our stream. Mike, I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to come and do this show. It's very, very fun to have you on here. And I want to thank everybody who tuned in to watch. And I really hope you guys had a good time with both the chamber predictions and also this fun food segment. But Mike, before we go, tell the people where they can follow you, and please feel free to plug in anything you'd like to plug in.
I really appreciate you having me on here. I love doing this sort of thing. Obviously, I love talking about wrestling. I love talking about wrestling on the radio. I'm not afraid of a camera. I think everybody knows that by now. The Wrestling Observer Live has taken on a completely it's got a far more interesting fan base now that we went to Twitch, and I think it's been great for the show. And you can watch the show. It's a lot better if you're a subscriber to Twitch through the F4W video site, because you don't have any of the ads or anything like that, and you do get some bonus content and things, including your quizzes and things like that I don't believe that they would get if they were not otherwise a member. But you can always check it out every single day, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We are on every single day, Monday through Friday. Those are the times. Saturday, they have a replay right now until Jim Valley. Best of Jim Valley. When he comes back, he'll be taking over that position again. That will be 1 p.m. Eastern time, and then we are live again Sundays at 6 p.m. We will be live with everything. Any last-minute news when it comes to the Elimination Chamber, Bryan and I will have that for you. You can find that at Sports Byline US or sportsbyline.com, I believe it is. It's Sports Byline USA. TuneIn radio apps, probably the easiest way to get it. We're on Sirius XM on several different channels on the weekend. There's about a zillion ways to listen to that program, but just go to WrestlingObserver.com for more information on that. There's the Adam and Mike Big Audio Nightmare, which I've been doing since, whatever it is, 2006, I think, is when January is when we joined up with Bryan's site. But Adam Summers and I do that. The focus is on Japanese professional wrestling, New Japan mostly, although Adam watches everything from everywhere. Unfortunately, my time is really limited right now, so I kind of stick with New Japan. He is very well in tune to everywhere. If you have ever seen a Japanese wrestling podcast out there, they are our sons or grandsons at this point. We've been doing this for that long. The old PPH radio show we did with Dr. Keith Lipinski way back in the day. We have been following this stuff for a long time, and I think you put us up against anybody. How we describe the product, how we look at the product, we're very proud of the work that we've done, and we're very proud on having an ear to that street over there, and we've worked very hard to develop it. So I will put our show up against anybody's as far as analysis from a fan's point of view, from an outside point of view, on what takes place over there. And you can also catch my labor of love at Mid-Atlantic Pod. If you love pro wrestling, at Mid-Atlantic Pod on Twitter is a great timeline for you to check out. There are a lot of clips that I'll put up from the history of Jim Crockett Promotions, especially throughout the 80s, where it was incredibly strong with Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, the Rock and Roll Express, the Four Horsemen, all that sort of stuff. Really great stuff that holds up in any era. A lot of really fun stuff. And I love doing that site because it takes me back to when I was a kid. And it's a great way to cleanse when you watch too much magic. And you can find that podcast over at midatlanticpod.com.
Amazing. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm a big fan of Wrestling Observer Live. I tune in I used to listen on the audio version, and then I started listening on Twitch recently, and it's two different experiences, but it is very fun though. Yeah, it's one of my favorite
I forget I'm on the radio. It's amazing. I grew up, I love radio, and I forget I'm on the radio sometimes because I've done I haven't done a lot of TV and film or any of that sort of stuff, but I've been in front of the camera before, so the pivot to video didn't bother me at all. It was great to show off nonsense like this and all that sort of stuff. But sometimes I forget when I'm like doing a mean mug at Bryan, or like we've just gotten under each other's nerves and it's like staring at each other like this, or whatever. It's like, there's like, thousands and thousands and thousands of people listening to this radio show live or the podcast or the replays who are just like, what are these idiots doing? Like, why is there dead air? So sometimes we have to kind of keep it on track there, but that's what Bryan's doing.
Yeah, you missed out some of the gems though. Like, I feel like the audio version, like you missed out some of the gems. Like when I tuned in on Twitch and I saw Bryan's furry vest, I was like, what on earth? I would have never known about it if I was just listening to it on audio. But yeah, it's little things like that.
We have a lot more sight gags than I think people realize sometimes that they don't catch. And like, although, really with sometimes the sight gag is just, Bryan's hair and that beard he's trying to grow and the gray that he's been trying to avoid for so long. He bashes me. At least I wear I know what I am at this point in my life. I'm not trying to fake it. And I also can't fit into my wife's clothes.
Oh my God, it's amazing. Guys, so yes, please. Folks. Yeah, I heard. I was on that stream when you said it. I was like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing now. All right. I creep in and I'm like in there, like listening and all of this stuff. But yeah, anyways, Mike, thank you so much. Guys, do not forget to come back onto the channel and check out my Elimination Chamber post show on Sunday. I already said that, but I'll say it once again. And then make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, follow myself and SEMPERVIVE on Twitter, Instagram, all of those places, Twitch, everything. And we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Salute.